Hi, this is Deanna Diavola, and the purpose of this video is to go through most of the F&P, Fisher Paykel, nasal pillow masks. Now, the only one I haven't tried and do not have on hand is the Evora. And the Evora has a stiff strap on the top, kind of goes on like a ball cap. We start with the Pilairo, which is a one-size-fits-all, this pillow. There's a lot to it, but it comes with the Pilairo Q, comes with two straps. One is a simple, that's what I'll test, and then this one has adjustability at the top. More like something on a full face mask, but lighter. So we'll plug this in at 8 centimeters of water. I found some leaks with this, but comfortable. There is no adjustability on this single strap. It just is what it is. If you need adjustability, use this. You can see it's all tucked up when it stops. I mean, that's pretty comfortable. But it had a successor, and the successor, I'm dropping stuff. Yeah. The successor is the Brevida. The Brevida uses a clip system, just like the Pilairo, and because of that, you can take the Pilairo headgear and use it on the Brevida. That's a hack that I had read about. It's actually pretty nice. Now that doesn't work in the opposite direction. I cannot use Brevida headgear on Pilairo. The clip sizes are different. But with the standard headgear, let's plug in. This is by far the quietest mask. And it actually has a diffuser on the front that comes off. That's washable. It comes with an extra one, and it snaps on. Now the problem I have had, inverted nipples. That happens a little too easily. So, and that also is an issue with the Pilairo. But if we start it up, and as it's starting up, place it at the nose. And we've got a good fit there at 8 centimeters. My problem with this mask and the leaking has to do with the ball joint. For me, I tend to toss around side to side, and that creates a situation where one of them comes undone, and it's hard to find the exact seating in the middle of the night. So this has been a leaky adventure for me, the Brevida, which is comfortable, and I thought I loved. I've had to kind of pass on it. The next one in line is the Solo. And on it, we have the initial Solo, the nasal cushion. Now, with every other mask, I wear a medium. In this nasal cushion, a small works better. This is by far the noisiest of all of them, and some people have used hacks covering up the diffuser. This mask is good when my nose is sore, and that happens. But there's 8 centimeters of water, which is hardly anything, but that's about where I sit. The inhale is pretty loud. I mean, it's comfortable, but it's a little leaky, and it's loud. I've also found that after 5 weeks or so, even proper maintenance, the headgear kind of stretches out of place. You can see that a bit with this one. You've got okay, it's a little loose there. Kind of a sweater material, feels like. What's nice about the Solo The cushion I liked better is the nasal pillow. And I wear medium in the nasal pillow. Now, I was wearing this for quite a while, but the headgear has caused leaking. It comes off in the middle of the night, too. This is infinitely better than the nasal cradle version. But sometimes I need the nasal cradle because I got a sore nose. That inhale is loud. Feels like Darth Vader. Again, this is what happens over time. We've got, it's just kind of, it gets loose. It gets loose, and it's supposed to be one adjust right there, press, but it gets loose and it'll come off during the night. And I'm talking about after 5 weeks of wearing the same headgear. They should last longer. I can feel here, I can feel the gap where it's just not going into place. So if an engineer happens to see this from Fisher Paykel, please address that issue. It loses its tension over time. So that's made it like a no-go for me over time. My favorite mask now, and the one I've been using regularly, is the Fisher Paykel Nova Micro. There is nothing like this tiny little mask. The pillow comes off. It's very easy. I mean, the way it comes off, it's tiny. Less assault to the nose. It goes on very easy with the tab and then kind of around the edge. There we go. This is a medium Brevida and a medium micro. And there's one that's in between. That's the medium solo. Okay, so that silicone is a little bit firmer than this. There's the danger. Okay, that's okay if you're perfectly awake, but if you're getting up in the middle of the night and you have to readjust, it's too easy. So I change these out every 2 weeks just to make sure, and I'm still dealing with that. And leakage. Between that and the ball joint, when I'm flipping around, it's kind of as comfortable as this mask is, it has made it a no-go. So this is the mask that I have really fallen back on. This is by far the most comfortable. I've worn this for a week with no leaks. And if you get that, that is the mask for you. Now I am a medium in this mask. Comparing it to the P10, it's a lot nicer in the nostrils. You've got the outlet holes there, and you don't have the ball joint, so it's not going to come off. It's not going to come off in the middle of the night. But you've got the outlet holes, and then this that swings around. You can see it. That swings around, and this also from here. I have found, I'm one that tosses from side to side, barely on my back, but side to side, this works perfectly. I haven't lost seals. It comes off easily, just like that. I'm going to try to put it on one more time. Just like that. And it's solid. Now again, I don't even want to mess. I don't really want to mess with those tabs, but you can see you pull, probably slide off. When I wash the headgear and everything, I just keep it on and I wash it all. I wash the cushion every day, and every few days I wash the headgear and the hose. So I'm loving the Nova Micro. That is the mask for me after going through the Brevida and the Solo and dealing with issues. Now I'm going to have to see how things go in another month. But so far, it doesn't even feel like I'm wearing anything. I love this little sucker, and it has become my mask of choice with my DNA. So that's that, and I hope you found this helpful. Any questions, leave them in the comments.